What's going on, everybody? If nobody comes in the next 5 minutes, I'll just turn it off. I was just watching Evil Dead 2, and I decided to come on. What's up, Adeline? I'm watching Evil Dead 2. I'm going to do the review tomorrow. I'm just chilling. Everybody's in bed. We had a busy day today. What's up, Eric? I just felt like coming on and talking for a few minutes, which will probably turn into like 2 hours as usual. We'll see. Very nice, Adeline. You mean this upcoming week or you mean today? Hope the movie doesn't bug y'all, but I do need to watch it. I thought about doing an entire live commentary on the movie, but I decided not to. I wasn't planning on getting live. Like I said, was sitting here watching the movie and just decided I wanted to talk. Yeah, you do. It's really good. What's going on, Sal? Yeah, Evil Dead 2, buddy. She just stabbed the hillbilly guy in the gut by accident. That's because she stabbed you in the lung. That's why you can't breathe. Yeah, I'll be reviewing it tomorrow, Sal. Well, I may do the video tonight, but it'll be up tomorrow. I don't know. I may wait till tomorrow to do it. We'll see. So I took the family to see Dumbo today. That was fun. Good movie. Very different from the original. Then we ate Little Caesars. Don't really get to eat Little Caesars that often because the nearest one from us is like 40 miles away. Oh, dude, you need to see the original Evil Dead. I know I said that the other day. Like, for real, you gotta see these movies. Yeah. I like Little Caesars. I've always liked them. I like their sauce. The thing with the hot and ready is they never put enough on. Damn, there's so much blood in this movie. Hey, Joe. I don't know why, Joe. I just decided to come on here and talk for a little bit. Wasn't really planning it or anything. I was just sitting here watching the movie and, you know. What's going on, Ron? I love when he goes to pick up the necklace off the ground when he's all zombified and all dead-eyed, and it's in the shape of a skull. The chain. Same here, Ron. Like I said, it was a busy day, and now I'm just chilling. I decided I want to come on and talk a little bit. Yeah, so Dumbo was decent. Quite a departure from the original. But yeah, it was pretty good. I had fun with it. And it was fun taking the kids to see it. That was the first time we ever went out as a family to the movies, the four of us. We've taken my older daughter once, and my wife has taken them a few times with her mom, things like that, but I just never, uh, because we're always so busy, I have never had a chance. So, that's awesome, Ron. If you want to, Joe, check your chat on Messenger. Very cool, Adeline. Very cool, Ron. Awesome, Joe. I'm watching Evil Dead 2 right now. I'm going to be reviewing it tomorrow. Oh, this is my favorite part. Groovy. Oh, I love that part. I love this movie. All right, and the first movie is scary, and the first movie is intense, and it's different than this one. But this is the one where we really get to see Ash Williams take shape, and I love that. What is that? A vacuum? Joe, are you in the shower?
Am I in the shower? No, why?
That sounded like water running.
I'm like dead silent where I am. It's weird.
Something's in your background.
Really?
Yep. Oh, now it's gone.
I'm gonna say I'm in like a completely silent room right now.
So what are you up to tonight, bro?
Not much. Just finished watching Blood Feast.
Yeah, that's so cool. I want to get a hold of that. I like that movie. It was fun.
Yeah, I sort of just went out, just kind of looking at VHS tapes and such, and I ran in that store and I saw that Arrow Blu-ray, so I was like, I gotta get this.
Yeah,
One movie I never owned for some reason.
I've never had it either. I watched it on Shutter when I reviewed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Shutter's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember when Joe Bob did the last drive-in when he first came back. He showed like 13 movies, and Blood Feast was the only movie he showed that I didn't own, so it was kind of bothering me.
Yeah, Ron, it'd be cool if the cabin was still there.
Oh yeah, the cabin. Yeah, some people still go to the location.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Adeline, did you ever get your emails from yesterday? I'm watching this movie, Joe, and I'm thinking about, how I usually review movies,
Mm-hmm.
pros, cons, things like that.
Yep.
And I really don't have any cons for this movie. I shouldn't be saying this because I'm giving it away, but the thing is some of the stuff that's in this movie
Hmm?
would be a con for me if it was in other movies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it works in this movie. Same
Absolutely.
thing like Army of Darkness. Like,
Yeah.
one of the things I would talk about, and I'll mention it tomorrow in the um, in the in the review. So I don't want to give it away now. But there's certain technical things, I'll just put it that way, that for its time period, it was probably really good looking, but it looks kind of hokey now.
Yeah.
But it still really works for these
Exactly.
movies. You know?
It's like, even, we were talking earlier in Messenger, even the fact that they do the whole like recount of what happened in the 1st film, even though it's completely different. It's
Right.
It's like necessary for that movie because of they had to do that, obviously, reestablish the story with not being able to use any footage from the 1st film. And even knowing that things different, it just works. It's so much
And
fun.
what was the reason for that? It was the rights or what?
Yeah, they literally, when they made The Evil Dead, they were just excited to sell the thing, but they unfortunately didn't get rights to their own film. So when they went to do a sequel, they basically had to do sort of a remake in the beginning and just, sort of.
You think after the success of the original, that the studio would have been happy to help them do it,
I know.
Hey, JLS Fire Gaming, what's going on, bro? Just an impromptu little live stream here while I'm watching a movie. Definitely, Venom, definitely.
Which version of Army of Darkness are you gonna watch?
I'll probably, I don't know. What did I just do? I didn't mean to do that. Are you there, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure I didn't cut myself off. Yeah, I don't know. I could watch the Screwhead edition or the bootleg edition or the edition before they released the Screwhead edition. I can't watch the collector's edition because I don't have my VCR hooked up.
I think Screwhead is the theatrical cut, and the bootleg is the director's cut.
Yeah. It's also the Ash cut.
Yep.
I know on the disc they put a sign, Bruce, don't call me Ash Campbell.
Yeah.
And then but there's 3 alternate endings, isn't there?
There's 4
there's the alternate there's the ending where he gets back to
guys.
he gets back there and
What's up?
Yeah, there's 4 versions altogether of the film. There's the theatrical cut with the S-Mart ending. There's the director's cut with the Apocalypse ending.
The Apocalypse ending.
There's the international cut, which uses the Apocalypse ending, but it has like an extra scene here and there. And then there's the TV cut, which sort of combines them.
Right. And I don't have a copy of the TV cut. Can you find that?
Yeah, that's not actually on the Scream Factory Collector's Edition. It has all 4 versions of the film.
I need to get that Scream Factory edition still.
Yeah,
What's going on, Adeline? Wasn't ignoring you.
That's all right. Not much.
Finishing the what we were saying.
But yeah, Joe, I'm gonna be doing the Slashback challenge this coming
Nice.
week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Candyman will be my first time watching it.
Really?
Adeline, get out of my freaking head.
Excuse me? What did I do to you?
Mine's already done.
Oh, you did? That's what you did?
You can't do the same movie I'm doing.
I didn't know that. Fine. Then I'll
No,
just...
you can't. You can.
You can't.
Well, I'm also doing Final Destination though.
Oh, that's what I was gonna. No, I'm like.
That's not a slasher.
A lot of people actually do consider it to be a supernatural slasher, so it works.
It has a body count in it, so it counts, and it has supernatural elements.
It's like an unseen.
It doesn't have a killer.
Yeah.
Death is the killer.
Yeah, but it's not a human killer, and it's not a, or
I actually figured someone would be doing Final Destination as soon as I said supernatural slasher.
Yeah. Was that the first one that suggested Final Destination?
Hey, Joe, did you ever notice that Ash gets gray hair in the end of this movie?
Yeah, from everything he goes through.
But in Army of Darkness, he doesn't have it.
I know.
I still need to see the other Evil Dead movies. I've only seen the first one.
Well, dude, you've never seen Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness?
Nope.
Oh my god. Those are so awesome.
I didn't love the first one.
Oh, come on.
I felt it dragged kind of.
Watch the second one. The second one is complete and utter chaos, and it's hilarious. It's funny.
I'll need to check it out.
Yeah, I don't consider Final Destination a slasher phantom, but that's just me.
I never did, and a lot of people do, and then I can understand where they come from.
It has slasher tropes, but just like Alien has slasher tropes, or Jaws, but it's still not a slasher.
Yeah. Yeah, well, for my future videos, I'm planning on watching horror movies on camera, and my reaction to them. I've already gotten 3 recommendations from movies.
Nice.
Yeah, Sal wants me to do the original Halloween, which I'm definitely going to do. Someone recommended the movie Don't Go Into the House.
Okay.
And Jason actually recommended American Psycho, a movie I still haven't seen. Sadly.
That's an awesome movie.
I need to see that. Yeah, I saw Dr. Wolfield's review of that movie, and it looks horrible.
Do them live. I've actually done a couple so far. I've done it's called commentaries, where you watch the movie while you talk about it.
Well, actually, I can't do it live. I only have a phone. I don't have a computer.
Okay. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Turn your phone the other way.
Oh. Okay, hang on.
No, not that way. That's not what I meant.
What do you mean?
I meant turn your thing sideways, rotate it so you get a better. Do you have rotation on your phone?
Yeah, it's turned off.
Turn it on. You'll get a better picture that way. When you're streaming and stuff. There you go. That's better.
Nice.
I mean, you could do it however you want. I'm just saying.
I think it's better this way.
But yeah, I've done a couple of those. I've done Psycho 2 and I've done Halloween 6. And I was going to do it this one too, but I thought about it, but then I was like, no, I'm just going to watch it. But then I don't know, I just wanted to talk.
Well, I guess I could do this. I could do a video where I'm reacting to them, and then I could do it on live stream, whenever I'm chatting with you guys as well.
Well, you could do a video while you watch the movie and then do the premiere thing.
Premiere thing? How do you do that?
I actually haven't done it yet myself. I'm not sure, but I could figure it out. But
yeah, just when you go into when you go into upload your video, there's an option for it. You can click on Premiere,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll set it up for you.
Yeah, you can, and then you can pick the time you want it to premiere, and then you can go into it, and it has like for the first time it shows, it has a live chat, and you can be in the chat talking to people.
Are you able to do that on your phone?
I don't know. I never checked.
No, I'll probably have to look.
Well, either way, she can't live stream on her phone anyway.
No, but I mean the premiere thing you do with a video, not a live stream.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could live stream on my phone.
You're 900 subscribers away.
Well, Well, actually, wait. I have
I just
899.
How are you tonight, my dear?
I have 899 to go. Actually,
There you go.
it's probably gonna take me 10 years. It takes a while.
The slashback might help. A lot of people tend to subscribe to everybody who does the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's good for it.
Probably gonna do one every week, like whenever like you announce like what the topic is.
I don't know if I've seen anybody that does that I haven't a sub to yet that does them.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody seems to be sub to everybody, so it's pretty cool.
Hey, Eric, thanks for subscribing, man.
So Candyman, first time watch.
Yeah, I've seen several scenes from them. Tony Todd's creepy.
It's awesome.
Tony Todd's awesome.
I've actually tried playing the score on the piano.
What are you doing,
so
like a
hard.
Tony Todd double feature with Candyman and Final Destination?
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but he is way underutilized in that movie.
I know.
I don't see why he's even in it. I mean,
I like though how he's going into one of them and then they bring him back, and like the one after that is pretty cool.
I watched the first two. I thought the second one was better than the first one.
Final
I haven't
Destination.
watched any of the rest of them yet.
Oh, they're all really good. The fifth one, the last one, is my absolute favorite.
I didn't know that Ted Raimi played Henrietta when she was possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
That's cool. I should have known that. I've seen this a million times. I just never really paid attention to it. So. So what are you up to, Just Living? Yeah, I've got a bunch of editions of Army of Darkness now, bro.
That's cool.
Ow. The movie's over now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. That dance sequence in the movie. Oh my god. That's one of those things, like I said, Joe, that if it was in any other movie, I know.
I know, it just worked. I remember I used to watch Evil Dead 2 so much, and then I remember like waiting for the next one to come out after the ending of Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being so excited when Army of Darkness finally came out. I saw it in theaters, I think, opening night.
Right. Evil Dead 2 is actually called Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn, correct?
Dead by Dawn, yep.
Yes.
But on this version that I own, it doesn't have that.
Yeah, some of them it does, some of them it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't say Dead by Dawn on the cover, on the disc, or on the menu.
What do you have? Which version is it?
No. I know you have it. I've seen you show it. But like I said, it's also the case for it's out in the garage.
Oh, okay.
But it's I don't know.
I actually now have 898 subscribers left to go because someone just subscribed to me.
Nice, see? One by one.
This one has some good this one actually, oh, you know what, Joe? This is a newer one. Not new because it's the one that has the Evil Dead Hail to the King video game preview on it.
Oh, so I think it's the Anchor Bay Divi Max version, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
That's a fun game, by the way.
It is.
I don't understand, but like I was pretty impressed with my setup for my Q&A video. I was surprised I was impressed by it.
Yeah, that was a nice setup.
Yeah, I actually love the image I put on the TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever played that game, Joe?
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell did all the voice for it.
Yep.
Yeah, PlayStation 2. I have that game somewhere over there.
Yeah, I have it on my Evil Dead shelf too.
Yeah.
There was another one too, another Evil Dead game.
There's been a couple of them, yeah.
I get the
The boom, something boomstick. I have that one too.
That's cool.
Hey, John. Your middle name is Bruce Campbell. That's awesome.
So it's John Kyle Bruce Campbell fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
How about the fact that Ash's full name is Ashley in the movie?
Right.
Before Ashley was a girl's name.
No, it was a girl's name for that.
Well, sort of.
Ashy Slashy.
It's so funny how he progresses over the trilogy. How he is in the first movie and then by the Army of Darkness.
Well, like you said too, they revamp even his character a bit in the second one.
Exactly.
You know, because in the first one he was kind of not. I mean, he stepped up, but at the very beginning he was kind of like, you know, the guy. He's the main character, but he acted like the secondary character.
Exactly.
So
he was like, I feel like in the original he was sort of like the final girl. Like he went through like the period of being like scared and terrified and what do I do, to finally fighting back and being the last one standing. And then, you know, 2 starts and he's kind of like, you know, funny and heroic, and then by the time Army of Darkness comes, he's like straight out hero and doesn't give a crap about anything else.
And then in the series, you know, Ash versus Evil Dead, I can't tell half the time which one they're following.
Yes.
Because he mentioned, like, in the first season, I think they were just kind of going off of, well, obviously they're going off part 2 because he had his hand cut off. But they're also, he talks about, like, all of his family or his friends that were with him in the cabin.
Yeah.
You know, but then in part 2, it's just him and Linda.
I know.
So.
The one Evil Dead movie I'm most anxious to see is the remake because of how much gore is in that movie.
Oh, the first 2 are the goriest.
I think the 2013 one is gorier than both of them.
You got to watch the second one.
I've seen the gore in that movie.
It's got way more blood and gore.
And it has like green goo and stuff.
Yeah, like that's what I like about the original. It's more of a like goop and stuff than it is actually blood. Like they use milk and tapioca pudding and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
They use Cairo syrup for the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my favorite one is Army of Darkness. And it's just because I have the most fun with that movie. It's so fun.
It is. It's just so much fun. It's just so quotable too. It's hard not to be entertained by that movie.
It's got, you know, give me some sugar, baby. Hail to the king. I'm watching this behind the scenes feature right now called The Gore the Merrier.
Oh yeah.
That sounds cool.
So, God, they look so young. Sam Raimi and them.
Yeah.
But,
like Within the Woods, it's funny, like seeing Bruce in that.
Didn't they release that on something?
It was never officially released. No.
I thought it was on one of the versions as like a special feature.
No, it was. They tried releasing it, but Sam Raimi doesn't want to release. Bruce Campbell doesn't want to release.
So how'd you get a hold of it?
I have.
I mean,
I
somebody
think.
must have leaked it, right?
Yeah, it's. I have the best quality version. I have a bunch of different versions of it, but I literally have the best quality version anyone can get their hands on.
I've only seen a few clips from that movie.
Did you download it off the internet or what?
Well, no, it was actually in someone's review of The Evil Dead. They put some clips from that in there. So.
Joe, where'd you find it?
I got it a while back. Like, I don't know. Probably when I first started collecting Evil Dead, I was like obsessed with finding like the best copies. So I went from like crappy copy to crappy copy, and even this one is not, it's not great looking, but at least you can watch it and see what's going on. And yeah, they were supposed to release it. Anchor Bay wanted to release it with one of the box sets. They tried to release it in the U.S. They couldn't get the rights. They wanted to release it on the UK set, but Sam and Bruce do not want that thing released. I know Bruce is even like talking about it.
Right. Vantum, I am not going to do the TV series. I'm pretty much I just do movies pretty much. I've thought about TV series, but it's just too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because I would want to do like each episode or whatever, and it's just too much. I'll mention it. I'll talk about it, about the legacy, but I'm not going to review the series.
I'm not going to stay on that much longer because I'll be going to sleep soon. I'm getting a little drowsy.
Youngins.
And you guys call yourself old. I'm old. So that's what I say anyway.
My wife went to bed at 9:00 today.
Yeah, my wife went to bed early too, so. I'm more of a night person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked nights for so long that I'm kind of a late night person myself.
Yeah, me too.
Even on work days, I don't go to bed before midnight. Unless I'm really tired.
Yeah, I try to because I have to wake up early for work, but
I do too, but I still can't do it. I just can't go to bed that early.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, like in the past, I used to be that person that would go to sleep at like 5:30 in the morning, but like now I can't go to sleep like past 1 in the morning. But I can't even go to sleep that late now, so.
I hear you, Venom. I hear you. In fact, last night, guys, after we got off the stream last night, Joe, I ate some spaghetti because that's what we had for dinner, and I didn't eat dinner before. I ate spaghetti, and then I was watching Sopranos.
Nice.
And I fell asleep, I guess, sitting in the chair. And I woke up, and the lights were on in the room, and I thought it was daylight outside. And it wasn't, and it was 4 a.m. So I actually fell asleep in my chair for about 3 hours.
Like I fell asleep right after the stream last night. Like, it's kind of one of those nights I laid. I mean, it was after 2 by the time we were finished here, and so I just laid down, and next thing I knew, I was out.
Right.
Yeah, Ron says his wife and kids 8 to 9 they're out. That's pretty much like my wife and my son. My son's usually up a little bit later, but my wife is usually in bed by like 8. But she also works early in the morning, so.
Do you make them go to bed on a certain time on school days or whatever?
Nah, not really. I mean, I never really did, and I was fine. And he gets good grades, and he gets up when he needs to. So I don't really hassle him about that.
My parents did until I was about, I don't know. I went to bed at like they wanted me to go to bed when I was until like I was in like middle school,
Hmm.
and then after that they were pretty cool, but they didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the same for me. But I mean, my son's in 10th grade now, so
Yeah.
he knows if he's tired, he'll sleep.
When I was in 10th grade, I didn't even come home half the time. In 10th grade, I discovered this awesome substance called marijuana.
Wow.
I know nothing about that.
Me neither.
My senior year, I spent half that year drinking in class.
You mean water, right?
No.
Dang.
I took a honors English class my last semester. My senior year was very weird. I got in a lot of trouble when I was younger,
Hmm.
and I skipped a lot of school. And so my senior year, I enrolled in this program because if I didn't, I wasn't going to graduate on time. And I didn't want that. I wanted to graduate on time.
Yeah.
So I enrolled in this program where I ended up taking extra classes.
Hmm.
And my first 3 9-week periods, my first 3 9-week periods, I took I took 8 math classes,
Well,
you know. And then so my last 9-week period, because what it was is instead of getting a half credit every semester,
mhm.
I got a full credit every 9 weeks.
Nice.
And
Cool.
so my last 9 weeks, I didn't have to take anything. I could have graduated early. But I didn't want to take early graduation. I wanted to walk with the class. And I also was bored and I wanted to hang out with my buddies in school still. So the last 9 weeks, I took an honors English class at night. It was at like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Hmm.
And that's the only class I took. So when I graduated, I actually graduated with a 4.2 grade point average.
That's cool.
Yeah, I sort of did the opposite approach. I finished everything early.
Mhm.
I was like way ahead in all my classes. That by junior and senior year, I barely had anything I needed to take. So it
Right.
was much just all elective classes that I just wanted to take to pass the time.
Well, like I said, I got in a lot of trouble. I fell in with some gangs and other things.
Mhm.
Did a lot of gang bang shit, stuff like that. But like I said, that 9 weeks though, our fucking teacher was fucking psychotic, I swear. She had dementia or something, dude. In fact, they made her retire the next year.
Wow.
She gave us our final exam over shit we never even talked about in the class. Just for
I
her
don't like
other class.
I don't like
She
teachers like that.
she got them confused. She had no idea what she was talking about. She was like she was batty. So me and my buddy Jordan, we sat in the back of the class, passing back and forth an apple juice bottle filled with Southern Comfort, and we did that every single night for 9 weeks.
Nice.
And then we would go off afterwards, and we'd sit in the parking lot somewhere, and we'd drink, or we'd go party with people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'd go, he'd take me home because he had the car. I didn't have a car at the time. He took me home or whatever, and we'd do it all again the next day.
One way to pass the time.
Well, I was still a pretty bad kid. I just learned not to get caught. But see, that's one of the things I've always been proud of, though, is even with my history, I still graduated high school and I graduated on time.
Yeah.
And then I'm also one of the first people in my family, even with my history, to go to college.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Like, I never wanted to not finish school,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna get off here, you guys.
All right.
All right.
Well, be looking forward to my horror sequel tag, because I heard like horror metal like tag me in that video. So
Cool.
Nice.
all right, well, see y'all.
Have a good night.
Later,
All right, you too. Peace out.
what's going on, Tim?
And then there were two. See ya.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, this is the laid back stream. Just chilling, kind of half dozing.
No, it was good. I was glad to see that you're on because I was just kind of watching some videos and didn't really have much to do. The movie had ended, so I was kind of looking for something, and then you popped up.
Yeah, I was trying to watch all on Saturdays, especially. I try to watch other people's videos, but I watch mostly the slashback videos.
Yeah, I try to do those first. I kind of give them priority on Saturdays.
All right.
And then I get on to everything else. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for this week. I really have no idea what I'm going to do.
Well, I got mine up. It actually was a harder choice than I thought because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that yet because it's a franchise.
Hmm.
And then okay. Whatever. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the movie I was doing it because it's a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that franchise yet. So because I'm already doing the Evil Dead franchise right now.
Yeah.
But, there was also the other one I thought about doing because I thought about doing Leprechaun.
I was thinking about doing Leprechaun 3 for some reason because I just felt like watching that one.
I'm waiting still to see what's going on with Horror Metal with Hellhound to see if we're going to do something there.
Hmm.
Because we were talking about doing something together on those.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool, Ron. I love that book. I should say books because it's more than one. But yeah, and then also a lot of the other supernatural slashers that, I've already done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised nobody did Dr. Giggles.
I can't believe it either. I thought that was going to be like an obvious choice.
Yeah, even Andrew told me he thought I'd do it. I was like, well, I've already done it. I did it back on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a video twice. I don't do that very often. I did Freddy versus Jason twice.
Mm-hmm.
But because I did it as part of both franchises.
Yeah.
And I did it from the perspective of those each franchises,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nick did it? That's cool. I haven't seen it yet. I must have not. He must have uploaded after I started this.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Oh, yeah, that's right. He said he was doing that.
You did an original versus remake video. That's cool, bro. I'll check it out here in a bit. And then, yeah, I mean, maybe like one of these days, if like a few years down the road, maybe I'll revisit a review.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's a good reason for it, or if my opinion changes or something.
Yeah.
Or if I'm doing it with somebody else so they can do the review with me. So I don't know, but like I don't know if you ever watch Lee McCoy's channel.
I don't think so.
No, Drum Dums. He's a good guy. One of the best horror YouTubers I've seen. But he calls them revisits, and he revisits reviews he's already done.
Hmm.
Me, if I do it, I call it the remakes.
There you
Just even though I've only done it once, I just thought that was funny. Remake a review. Yes, Batman. I know you're Batman. So what are you going to do tomorrow, Joe?
A little more of this, just kind of hang out around the house. Next weekend's gonna be a busy weekend with Easter and stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna relax this weekend while I can.
As I said, we're going to my mom's.
Yeah,
I took Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off as vacation time.
nice.
Yeah, we're gonna head up there on Thursday. I'm gonna take Wednesday to chill out here. I've been meaning to move my Xbox into this room, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, excuse me.
What's your plan for tomorrow?
Church, record some videos, or at least one video. And that's pretty much it.
If I can figure out what I'm gonna do, I'll probably try to watch my flashback movie tomorrow so that I can have it done.
That's cool, Batman. Have fun with that. Like I said, so far you're the only person I've even heard that says they like it at all. Everybody else is talking nothing but mad shit about that movie. I haven't watched it yet.
Wow, yeah,
I'm
only 4.9.
thinking about. I'm sorry.
Ron said it only made 4.9 million on Friday night.
Yeah. I think it's gonna fail. I wish they'd finish the Del Toro version, but that's just me. Trying to find. I'm waiting. Have you ever heard of the show Peaky Blinders?
I've heard of it, yeah.
I really like that show, and I just got done watching it again. And I'm waiting for the new season to come out, but they haven't even released it on the BBC yet in England, so it's not going to be out. It's supposed to be out sometime this year. So
Game of Thrones tomorrow night.
yeah, and I just cut my cable too.
About time. It's been so long. The last season.
Yeah, it did, and this is the last season. But then I hear they're going to do a spinoff.
Yeah, like a prequel kind of thing.
Is that what it is? A prequel?
Yeah.
I just don't see how they're going to wrap up everything that's still out there in 7 episodes.
6 episodes. That's what I worry about.
Wait, it's 6 episodes?
Only 6, yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be 7.
Nope. Originally they said it was going to be 7, and then it's 6 now.
Great.
6 whole weeks and it's done.
All this talk about Hellboy makes me want to watch Golden Army. And it's because I watched the original Hellboy a few days ago. Well, actually, like 2 weeks ago now, but whatever. Gabriel Iglesias. I love Gabriel Iglesias. He's so funny. Joe, you have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Have you watched the new Mystery Science Theater 3000?
No, I haven't.
You got to watch them, bro. They're so funny. New host, Patton Oswalt's in it, but they also do bring back some of the originals. And the guy that did the original, Joel,
Yeah.
he's the producer on this one.
Yeah, I see it pop up,
And,
kind of scrolling through.
They bring some of the characters, though, from the original, like Kanga's mom and all. They bring her, and then they also Neil Patrick Harris has a cameo.
Nice.
But yeah, it's really good. In fact, one of the movies that I want to review I actually saw on here, and I talked about it I talked about it in the creature feature tag. It was a movie. It's a creature feature movie called Reptilicus.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I watched Mac and Me because they do Mac and Me.
Love Mac and Me.
Yeah. But yeah, this it's really good. The new show is really, really good. The latest season they do Cry Wilderness. Oh, so. I think I'm gonna put one of these on. Why not?
Yeah, so everyone in the chat talking about the theater. I barely go to the theater either. I mean, the only movies I really see, I see the new Star Wars films when they come out. Obviously, I saw Halloween. Other than that, I usually wait for like a physical release.
We used to go to the theater all the time.
Me too, when it was cheap.
It wasn't even that it was cheap. It's just I liked going to the movies. I've always loved going to the movies. Hey, you got cinema. Congratulations on 500. I think you hit 500, right? I love going a lot. It's just I live 30 miles outside Albuquerque, so
Yeah.
the nearest theater is 30 some miles away.
Hmm.
Plus, now we have the kids. We just don't get a lot of time to do it as much anymore.
Man, I love going. I
But
just can't stand paying that money and then I have to listen to people chewing and crumpling everything up.
I
It's
will
so
say this, bro.
distracting.
If you have Cinemarks in your area,
Mm.
the Cinemark Movie Club is definitely worth it. So worth it. It's $8 a month, and you get a free movie ticket every single month, and they roll over and they never expire.
Nice.
So, like today when we went, I used my movie tickets. I had 4 free tickets.
Awesome.
So that's what I did. And then also, if we get anything of the snacks or whatever, we get discounts on everything. You get a 20% discount on snacks, concessions, all that.
So the milk duds are only about $18 after the discount.
Yeah, and then but one of the cool things about it too, though, is like you said, you got a couple free tickets, right? Or you get your free tickets, but then you also get discounts on other tickets.
Nice.
So you'll never pay more than the before matinee price. If you and like your free tickets, like they're good on everything, but like but the only thing is like for 3D, you do have to pay a little extra. You get your free ticket because it covers that base price. It covers up to like $12. Let's say like if you do it in the the top of the line XD IMAX whatever kind of deal.
Yeah.
But they have the XD4 or whatever the fuck it's called. Then like I had to pay like $5 for each one. So we basically got $50 tickets for $10.
Nice.
So that's when we went and saw Halloween. We saw it in those. And but yeah, it was a lot of fun, Like it definitely is worth it to me, especially since we don't go that often now. I do get those rollovers.
Yeah.
So when I go see Star Wars, I plan on having a few tickets.
Yeah, that'll probably be the next movie I see in the cinema, to be honest.
It may be for me as well. Oh, I doubt it because it's still like a while away.
I just don't anticipate seeing anything else that's coming out that I know of anyway.
Well, I do want to see. There's a few I want to see. I'll probably go see Avengers Endgame in theaters, and I want to see that. But like I said, I really just aside from Star Wars, I'm not like super looking forward to anything.
Yeah, me too.
Star Wars just killed it. Yeah, we bring our own snacks too. We stop at the Dollar Tree and buy a bunch of stuff. The only thing I do, well, every once in a while we buy snacks there if we forget to stop or I don't have time. But the one thing I do get at the concession stand just about every time, it's like a tradition for me. Even when I became a diabetic, I still get it. is I get a large cherry icy.
Mhm.
I like those. I've gotten them every time I go to the movies. I get one, and
My son gets those a lot. Yeah.
uh,
My wife and I, my son, we usually share. It's like that scene in Curly Sue when they have the popcorn and the soda and stuff. Usually, my wife and I will share like a large soda, and we'll have like a big bucket of popcorn between the three of us.
right. Excuse me. I like to get like I said, I usually go to Dollar Tree or whatever for our candies or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like to get chocolate covered peanuts and chocolate covered raisins and mix them together.
Hmm.
What's going on, A&M?
I like the Sour Patch watermelons.
Yeah. My big thing for sour is I got some in here. This is my little candy jar. Sour gummy worms.
Hmm.
Other than that, I try to stick to sugar free as much as possible. And when I do eat sugar candies, it's not as much like I used to.
Yeah.
These Russell Stovers are actually really good. They're expensive though.
They are expensive. And the diabetic ones, they always come like this. There's so few in a package too.
Mm-hmm. There's like 4 in a pack,
Yeah.
and they're $1.50.
Yep.
And that's actually the cheapest I found them at. That's a Dollar Tree or Dollar General.
Yep.
Walmart is cheaper, but they have the bigger packages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Smith's is like $3 for one of these little packs.
Crazy.
Yeah, so they're about the best tasting ones for sugar free. They're really good. The sugar free Hershey's and Reese's are really good too. But those things are super fucking expensive.
I'm sure.
They're like $4 a fucking bag, and you get like 4 little or 5 little fucking little cups, the mini ones.
That's ridiculous.
You know? Yeah, that's cool, Adeline. Very awesome. Cheesy movies, the worst I can find. La la la. I love that part. The theme song for it.
Yeah.
So, does anybody out in the chat want a digital code? I got some digital codes to give away. I have a few more down there, but I only have these 2 in my lap. I don't feel like getting up. I have a digital code for Jurassic Park, and I have a digital code for X-Men Apocalypse. Anybody want them? Sometimes people like the digital code sell, sometimes people don't. I give them away to subscribers once in a while, or I throw them into packages or prizes I send out because I don't use them. So, oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Some people love them. I never really use mine. So.
Me either. They just sat in the thing, so I started going through videos and pulling them out. Now, some of them have expiration dates, like some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah.
So. How late are you gonna be up tonight, bro?
What's up?
How late are you gonna be up tonight?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
When I sleep, I sleep. I love that feeling, you know, not working the next day. Just,
Yeah.
you know, like we were saying, normally during the week, even with work, I can't really fall asleep when I want to.
Mhm.
But it's that knowing that I need to at least get some hours in.
Yeah, I kind of make myself go to bed at midnight, but a lot of the times I am not ready to go to bed.
Exactly.
You know, but that, yeah, I make myself because I have to. That's funny.
My brother's 22. He was never baptized when he was born. So next Saturday night before Easter, he's getting baptized, making his first communion, and his confirmation all in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
He went to he had to do classes over the course of like a few weeks or a few months.
Right. So you're a Catholic?
I was actually baptized Lutheran.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, he's going he's gonna be baptized Catholic and doing, like I said, all three in one shot. So that's pretty
Right.
cool.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I have my own opinions on the baptism at birth thing, but I'll keep them to myself.
Yeah, I have my own opinion about all that stuff, so I don't really.
Yeah. So here you go, Tim.
Yeah, when he was born, my parents, they wanted to get him baptized, and there was some issue with the church and this and that, and I don't know what ended up happening, and it just never happened. I mean, like I said, I was baptized. Everyone in our family was baptized. Somehow it didn't happen for him. So over the years, he's always like had an issue with it. He always he always gets worried about it that he was never baptized. So he decided to take it upon himself and go for the classes and do all that.
Right. Hmm. Yeah. I'm not even paying attention to the movie. I'm actually trying to not pay attention or pay attention to a movie that's not about the movie. Oh yeah. Storage Wars, the motion picture. That's funny.
How many people have a sleeping pet next to them?
No, not me. I don't like the pets in this room. Especially the cat. It broke my fucking transformer.
My cats are upstairs right now, so they're not with me.
I'm not really a cat person anyways. We got the cat because we needed to keep mice out. And he does his job, so I kind of like him. Dude, I have never understood the game of backgammon.
I don't know if I ever played.
I tried once. My grandma knew how to play. But I just never she tried to show me once, but I just I still have no idea what the hell the fuck to play that game, or what even the point of the game is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, same here, Ron. I agree.
it doesn't matter to me, Ron. But I will say honestly, I think that I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'm not gonna get all philosophical on people and shit, but I feel that the reason we have so many problems and issues in our country right now is because people are getting farther and farther away from the what made this country what it was. But that's just me.
You and a lot of people I know. I agree with that.
And I think there's a lot of Christian morals that are getting forsaken now that shouldn't be. And the farther that the society gets from God, the worse it's going to become. And then one of these days, and this is just my opinion, but one of these days, this world's going to really pay for it. But that's just me. So, I know I've got a lot to pay for.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, there's different levels. I mean, I always believe, everybody has sinned and everybody sins, but there's definitely a different level. They kind of talk about it in Sopranos, when Tony's talking to Melfi and he doesn't think he's going to hell because he thinks that's kind of set aside for people who are truly bad people,
Yeah. And see, with my beliefs, I believe that the way we are in human nature, everybody's going to hell.
Yeah,
Unless you take on, certain. But it's not. I don't want to get it all into it because everybody gets all pissy.
No, I know.
So I'm not saying you will. I know you won't, but I don't want anybody getting offended or like giving me thumbs downs because I said something they didn't agree with.
Honestly, though, that's the problem sometimes is everyone getting offended.
Yeah.
And I understand what you completely because I'm the same way. The way I am on my channel is I just try to talk about the movies or whatever. Every now and then I'll get into a little bit of a rant on the rare occasion, but I try to stay away from that stuff too, just because I like to watch the feelings of my viewers. But at the same time, it's like, man, if I could just be more open sometimes and not have to worry about people being offended, it feels so much better.
I really don't worry about people getting offended. It's just that I just don't honestly, I really don't care to argue about it,
No, neither do I. I mean, I don't want to disrespect anybody.
Yeah.
But there's always...
you know me, I'm very open about how I feel about things.
I know.
So
that's why it's great talking to you about things because you and I see eye to eye in a lot of ways. So,
but I do have a lot of friends that think differently than I do, and I do really appreciate it, and I love their friendship, and I love them. So even on something very serious, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say without. Like, I have friends that think the exact opposite the way I do on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said before, and I've said a million times, those things don't bother me. And the people that judge people and condemn them over those differences, that call themselves Christians, are the people that bug me the most.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it's none of your goddamn business.
Mm-hmm.
That's between them and God. If God has an issue with what they're doing, then that's their problem.
It's frustrating to me when I'm very open and very accepting and understanding to someone who has different beliefs than I do. but then they don't reciprocate.
They don't exactly, and that's the way this whole world is right now.
Yeah.
Like I could say that I have Christian beliefs and I have Christian values, but those values contradict something that's progressive. Then I have to respect your belief and I accept you for who you are, but you're not going to do the same for me. And we really see it with Muslim culture right now. Like everybody's talking about how the Muslims are so evil because they have beliefs and laws about certain things.
Yeah.
Well, but that's their culture. But you want them to respect you, but you don't respect them. Now there is a big difference between that and people dying because they violate this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some shit that's just way too far, but
exactly.
But I really don't care what you do, who you are, what you do in life. I will respect you on the basis that you're another human being. It's like with race. I don't give a shit about any of that.
Yeah, I see people for the person that they are.
Exactly. So, like Vantum, just because we don't like you, Sal, we still let you in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. See that, like you said. See, even Sal right there, he totally disagreed with what I said. He said it's a dark view. I don't think it's a dark view. I think it's a realistic view, but that's just me. No problem, bro. Did you want the other one? It's with a different thing than this one. Here you go. I know it's probably backwards for you, but I'm sure you can figure out. Or just pause it later. Bantam, Sal, you never have to retract a message. You know that. I'll never get offended. Unless you start insulting my Broncos.
Good night, Tim.
Good night, Tim. I didn't scare you off, did I, Tim? It said wife instead of life. Oh, that's funny. Well, I have a sad wife, happy life, they say, but This movie they're making fun of actually has some big stars in it. It's got Lee Majors.
Really?
It's got well, it's not Louis Anderson, but it might be Louis Anderson. No problem, Tim. I'll have to remember to throw those out now. They're no good, so I don't try to give them to somebody else. Lee Major, such a sexy man. He was a pretty big heartthrob or something, wasn't he, back in the 70s?
$6 million man. I like when he shows up at the beginning of Scrooge.
Yeah. Hey, I found Waldo. There's a dude wearing it. Looks like Where's Waldo? See, that show was a little bit before my time. I never really saw it. I know the premise, of course, in the we can rebuild him. We have the technology. All that. And I do have to say this. I agree with something they said on that 70s show once. The $6 million man, but yet he's wearing a $5 freaking tracksuit.
That's why he's rich.
They spent all the millions on him and they couldn't get him a piece of their clothes. No. I never saw the Bionic Woman either. Like, really saw it. I mean, I've watched a couple episodes here and there. Oh, so Joe, you've never seen that Star Trek Voyager episode?
I've never seen Star Trek Voyager, actually.
You know what's funny is I'm not really a Trekkie, but I like Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I mean, I've seen the originals, and I do like the Next Generation.
The Next Generation I liked a lot as a kid,
Yeah,
but now when I went back to watch them, a lot of them are really fucking boring.
they are, and they always were. But I think I like it for the nostalgic factor because that's the one I kind of grew up with.
Right. And see, for me, the ones that I like the most are the two shows that everybody hates on the most, which is Voyager and Enterprise. I think those are good. And they had a lot more action and stuff than the originals.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
I really like Voyager 1. 7 and 9 is hot as hell. But anyways, I can't remember what the episode's called. Hang on, I'll tell you. But what it is okay, the premise of Voyager is they were transported 70,000 light years away from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take them like 80 years to get back home, even if they were at top speed the whole way. Well, at first it was going to take them like 300 years, but then they shaved like a bunch and they got it down to like 80 years. And they're trying to get their way back home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's two crews that have to work together that were once enemies, but then they come together to be one crew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the guys from one of the crews that was like not bad guys, but the other crew, he's played by Brad Dourif.
Mm.
And he has very dark tendencies that he has been able to keep in check for a while, but then now he's no longer able to. And he starts killing.
Mm.
And they have this, these deaths are popping up and all this stuff. And they are doing this investigation, right? And they have to figure out what's going, basically they're trying to figure out who this killer is. And in a way, it's not like scary or anything really, but it's kind of like, it's in a way almost like a slasher episode. Kind of,
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to try to see it. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've seen any episodes of Voyager.
Well, when they find out who it is and they do what they, how in Star Trek they don't put people to death or
Yeah.
Like for they're more enlightened or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so yeah, he's in 3 different episodes. But the first one is where this happens. And the episode is called, since it's on, Voyager's on Netflix.
Mm.
So if you wanted to check it out, you could. I can't remember which season it's in, but the episode is called Meld.
Huh.
Yeah, it's called Meld. So he plays a guy named Crewman Suter.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll have to see it.
Yeah.
Voyager was like mid 90s, I think. It came out.
Late 90s, like 96. It ran from like 95 to 2002 or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they ran 7 seasons. Just like all the Star Treks. Did you ever notice they all run 7 seasons?
Yeah.
Except for the original.
That's the original.
And Enterprise, because people didn't go for Enterprise as much. Even though I really like Enterprise a lot, I think it's much better than the others.
So yeah, I guess that episode is in season 2.
Yeah, and it's got Scott Bakula in it. Yeah, I think Kate Mulgrew really did a good job as Captain Janeway in that. And that's one of the reasons why I liked it was different than the others. It had a female captain. It was, they had a lot more stuff, a lot more adventures. It was just different. But anyways, yeah, cool episode though.
Have you watched any of the new Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah, I watched the first episodes and I thought it was shit, absolute shit. And so I just stopped. I was just like, no, this is crap. And then they put it on their streaming service. So I was like, wait, I have to pay to watch this? No. They didn't have it on regular CBS. So I didn't like the way the Klingons looked or any of that. Even though I'm not a Trekkie or anything, I don't like I said, I hate it when they change shit to,
Yeah.
And I thought it was weird that, yes, I know we have more advanced technology now, so people like to play with stuff, but it shouldn't have better looking technology than the original when it's based before the original.
Yeah,
Same here, Ron. I watched the first 2 episodes and that was it. The ones that they actually showed on CBS before they said you had to go to the streaming service to watch it. So. But yeah, I always thought it was cool. There's actually quite a few people that have been in Star Trek that you don't realize have been in Star Trek. Like The Rock did an episode of The Voyager.
Really?
Yeah. And The Big Show was on an episode of Enterprise.
Wow.
Larry Drake is on an episode of Voyager. In fact, it's the episode that I was talking about on your thing today. Their doctor, who is a hologram, gets kidnapped and taken to a planet where people are very sick, and there's a hospital that's run by a computer, and the computer decides how you will be treated based on your value to society rather than how sick you are.
Wow.
So they're basically letting a lot of people die.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very cool that what you did today with Terminal Choice, that it was kind of similar to that. It was like, okay, they've got this computer and the computer's running the hospital. Now the episode I'm talking about isn't a horror episode, but Larry Drake plays the administrator for it. And I thought that was really cool that Dr. Giggles was in on Doctor episode.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we were looking at all the I told Jason this earlier that once again they screwed up with with Avengers Infinity Wars. Because all right, before Infinity Wars ever came out, they had announced all these movies, right?
Yeah.
So the people that died in Infinity Wars obviously are coming back.
Exactly.
So today when we were walking down the hallway of the theater, there was a poster on the wall for the new Spider-Man movie coming out. I was like, well, we all know Spider-Man's coming back then.
Yep.
It's like, come on, people. That's one of the reasons one of the things I had an issue with Infinity Wars was that like, you kind of ruin your ending when we know that there's going to be other stuff coming.
Exactly. It doesn't have as much an impact as it should have.
Exactly. Yeah, Ron, he did. He played a gladiator in the arena. He's wearing a snore cat.
That's something DC did right in the comics when they killed off the Flash, and then he was gone for like years and years and years in the comics.
Oh, the original Flash Barry, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
you
gotta do something like that. You gotta bring them back right away. What was the point?
The only one they brought back, not like right away. They took like 6 months to bring him back. was Batman
Yeah.
and Superman too. Superman too. But it's kind of hard to take your two best characters and kill them off.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm. You
No.
don't do it in the first place.
They tried. They were not going to bring back Superman originally.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Superman was supposed to be done, like totally done. And people threw a fucking bitch fit. You know, and then they brought him back as like this weird fucking electrical being,
Mm.
and that didn't work. People hated that. So,
Well, I'm sure this will be a topic with the new Star Wars movie too. So.
Yeah. Well, people are already speculating, like I said, all this shit, right? And they're like, "Oh, Rey must be a Skywalker since it's called Rise of Skywalker." No, no, I don't think so at all. J.J. Abrams already said that he was going to respect what Ryan Johnson had done.
Yeah.
So he might change some things or add to, but I don't think J.J. Abrams ever had intention of making her a Skywalker.
I feel like that's too easy.
Yeah, and I honestly feel that the Rise of Skywalker is referring to Luke.
Oh, right away when I saw the trailer.
Yeah, the whole trailer screams Luke's return.
And
where he's all like, even in the over thing, he's like, "We're not really gone or not really dead," you know. I'm like, here we go with the fan service. People bitch so much about, you know, them killing off Luke that they're gonna bring him back. Watch.
Mm.
But they had planned on bringing him back as a Force ghost, anyways. He had already said that.
Yep.
You know, but now I wonder if they really are going to resurrect him. Hey, Andrew, what's up, brother?
I mean, even with Palpatine, I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
Ian McDermott's been confirmed, so
exactly.
What I kind of hope is that we get something where Snoke was actually like a puppet of Palpatine.
Yeah.
And that Palpatine was dead, of course, from Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
But in like some of the stories, like Dark Empire,
mm-hmm.
which was done, you know, back in the old Legends books and comics, where Luke turns to the dark side. They cloned Palpatine and brought him back. And that's what I would like to see. I would like to see somebody I would like to see somebody like him be cloned, you know, or some. But the thing with that, if they did do something like that, where they introduce him as a clone, or something, or at this stage in the movie, even if they brought him back as like a spirit, you know, at this stage in the movie, to bring back a character like him, it would obviously not be the end. They would have to be taking it somewhere.
Exactly.
But they said this is going to be the end of this particular saga.
Yeah.
Or this particular story.
Yeah, because Daisy Ridley says she's done after this too. So.
What I wouldn't be surprised is, and this is just me, is like if Palpatine's role is like on a holocron cube or something.
Yeah.
Like where it's like a recording or something of him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kylo finds a recording or something, and he gets all deeper into the dark side with it or whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that. Yeah, he might, but I wonder how much time is going to pass, because I think this is going to take place pretty quickly after the last one. So I don't know. But the thing is everybody's got to remember too, like the trailers for Star Wars are so, like I said, they're very secretive about their plots, and they're always misdirecting.
Mm-hmm.
So. I enjoyed your Slashback review, Andrew. Yeah, I think so too. I can't wait to see it. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to any other movie the rest of the year now. There's movies I want to see, but I'm really now Star Wars is just taking over my psyche. I'm like ready.
And I love that they released them around Christmas time.
Yeah,
Because like
I
I'm
like
already
that
in a
too
good
because
mood.
that's my birthday.
I'm already in a good mood. It's like that holiday season, and then I get to look forward
Right.
to that as well. It's pretty cool.
See, they would do that, and it's around my birthday.
Hmm.
So me, Bill, and my wife. It used to be my other best friend Kai, but he moved off to He moved off to Grants, New Mexico, for work. He moved over there for work, and so I hardly ever get to see him anymore. I haven't seen him in it's been a while now. Probably been like 6 months since I've seen him last. But yeah, we get to go, to the movies, and I like to eat at the Red Robin right across the street from the theater
Oh yeah.
because I'm part of that Red Robin royalty club, so I get a free meal basically on my birthday.
Nice.
Plus, it's within walking distance of the theater, so we can go eat. We can have a few drinks,
Mhm.
get a little bit, loose. Go watch the movie and be totally sober and all by the time the movie's over.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, Ron. Unfortunately, I wasn't alive in 1977. I wasn't even a stain in my mom's drawers yet, or a gleam in my father's eye. Like my parents hadn't even met yet. My dad was still in high school. But I was born in 1981, so I got to see them all in theater when they released them as special editions, and I've seen all the movies since then in theaters, including Venom Medicine 3D. So, all right, Joe. Last Jedi, we saw Yoda return.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to see anybody return, who would you like to see?
Oh. Well, I mean, he's been confirmed, so I am curious to see how they're going to have Palpatine return. I mean, same way Yoda died, Palpatine, there's some way to bring him back, and obviously they're going to. I am really looking forward to that. I was one of those people. I'm watching the trailer. I saw Lando. I got excited, and then I heard that laugh, and I got even more excited. So,
Right, Andrew. I think there may be Ewoks in it because they go to that part where there's a piece of the Death Star like crashed on the planet, and I'm assuming that that's from the second Death Star, not the first one.
hmm.
So I'm assuming that's somewhere either on Endor, uh, or around one of the other moons around Endor. So maybe we will see some Ewoks. I like the Ewoks. Ewoks catch a bad rap.
I like the fact that Warwick Davis has been in like every Star Wars since Jedi.
Actually, he's been everyone since Empire. He was in Empire.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the only one he has.
Yeah, he was only a very small role in Empire.
Hmm.
In fact, I don't know if you ever seen that The Toys That Made Us.
No.
It's a documentary about toys and stuff on Netflix. Really good one.
Hmm.
It's like a series of documentaries.
Hmm.
Warwick Davis, something happened and he lost all his Star Wars toys after Empire.
Oh wow.
And he wrote George Lucas, and he said he wrote him a letter, and George Lucas still has the letter. And they read it on the camera or whatever. And it said, "Dear Mr. Lucas, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm 6-year old Warwick Davis. I helped you on Empire Strikes Back. Well, I recently lost blah blah blah, and George Lucas actually sent him like every toy they had released at that time.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Yes, I have seen the Ewok movies. Bill actually owns them on DVD, and also the Droids movie, the animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got those on DVD. I've been looking for them myself. But yeah, I have seen the Ewok movies. And thanks to my good buddy Joe, I have a copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special, which I still plan on doing a live commentary on.
That disaster piece.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. I haven't watched them in years, Andrew. I couldn't even tell you. I haven't watched them since I was a kid.
Jason actually sent me that DVD 2-pack last year.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I had one of them on VHS when I was younger.
Hmm.
And I don't remember which one, but that's the last time I watched it. So, yep, first appearance of Boba Fett.
Yep.
Riding on the back of a dinosaur. I wonder how long I've been on here now.
We were on almost 5 hours yesterday.
Yeah, time flies.
It really does.
Yeah,
It didn't seem like it was that long.
yeah. It was fun though.
Yeah.
So time always flies when you're having fun, but it always goes slow as shit when you're working.
Yep.
Awesome, Andrew.
Yeah.
I've actually already got mine done. I did it this morning after I watched the movie this morning, and then filmed it and edited it and everything.
Way ahead of the game, huh?
So,
Good night, Ron.
Good night, Ron. Later, buddy. I try to be with Slashback because if not, it's like this week where I'm scrambling on Thursday because I don't have time on Friday to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's why I might do mine tomorrow if I could pick out a movie.
And that's also why I stopped doing the Horror Freak, even though I only did the 1 week. I stopped doing the Friday one because it's just too much. I got too much going on.
Yeah.
You know, so. Well, buddy, I think I'm going to get off.
All right.
I think I'm going to go grab another movie and watch it and just try and chill.
Sounds good.
So, appreciate you coming in with me.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, definitely. Always, anytime. You know that. Same thing with you, Andrew. You ever want to come in here, you just let me know, bro.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, buddy.
See ya.
Good night, guys. Cool, Andrew. I'll see if I can check that out. I'll probably have my thing on most of the day, so except for when I go to church. So I'll check it out, brother. Have a good night, guys.